So, Shaq Fu is out, and I can't believe it. It's actually not terrible. Seriously, this is actually a shocking revelation. Now, we've been kind of following this game for a while, and it's been around for a while. It started, I believe, as a crowdsourced project by Saber Interactive, and they take it and they wanted to fund and put out a successor to the terrible Shaq Fu SNES fighting game. Now, if you played it on the Super Nintendo, you'll know it's kind of made fun of now, but it became like a cult classic in the sense that it's so bad it's good. Think of like The Room for movies, right? Think of like that. And people make fun of it. It's on YouTube, tons of videos about it. But they come out with this. It's a beat 'em up. And it's actually halfway decent. Now, pricing is all over the place. I know on the Switch, if you bought NBA Playgrounds when it was not good, like the port was pretty bad and everything, like within the first month or two, it's free. If you go on the Switch now, the eShop, it's there. It's a free download. You can just download it. So that's what I did. I had NBA Playgrounds when it first came out, and yeah, I got it for free. I believe on the PS4 and the Xbox One, it's like $30 in stores, and then on the Switch, it's $10 more. It's $40 in stores. At least that's how everyone has it listed, but it was free if you already had NBA Playgrounds, which I did. So I just went online, I went on the eShop and downloaded it, and that was it. So let's go through this and talk about this game a bit, because I'm a little surprised. One, this game works, and the reason it works is because they don't take it seriously. If they tried to create a serious game out of this, it would have been very bad, I think. But the fact that they kind of embraced the community and the fans around this game being bad, I think really helps it. And we're going to kind of play through here. Now, it's a straight up beat 'em up game. There are some weird things about this game, too. For example, X is jump rather than B. I don't really like that much, to be honest. I think B should be jump, obviously, because that's how we're all used to. Anyway, this game does take itself, like I said, not seriously at all. It makes fun of itself all the time. You're going to see that a lot here as we play up a little further here. But this is, size 22 unlocked. So when you build up your combos with Y, you can then hit A, and you'll use like a big boot like that. It kind of reminds me of, think of like Bayonetta, where you kind of have those quick shots of like a demon and everything, or a boot or whatnot, just kind of pop out, bam, and just slam into people. It kind of reminds me of that, and I do like that style to it. I think it's pretty fun. This is a straight up beat 'em up though, so know that going into it. It's kind of like a high score beat 'em up almost, because you have like the scores at the top going on. So you kind of build up your combos, you get points and coins and everything, collect them for high scores. So they have checkpoints, but not. The only annoying thing is you need to put it in suspend mode until you beat the level, because they save up to, I believe, the level that you're at. So you definitely, and the levels aren't short. they take a little bit of time to play through. So you're going to want to end up suspending them, whether you're on the Xbox, PS4, or the Switch if you're in the middle of a level. So we're obviously Shaq. He even did some marketing in the beginning. So we're going to mess this person up. And you kind of get abilities. This is the first level. So you get abilities as you go. We're going to run into her, and then we're going to smash her in the ground. Boom. And then smash her. Boom. So you get a lot of little abilities. Shoulder charges. You do have a strong attack that just smashes into the ground. They do these slow motion things a lot too. I don't know why, but they do. So you kind of have like these abilities that just try to make things a little easier for you. And you build them up. You use combos. And I have to say, it flows together well. I do wish that jump button was different. I wish there was even like an invert jump. Some games have that where you kind of invert the jump or the buttons. I've seen that in a couple different games, but so far, like I said, I've played a couple levels of it now. This is the first level, but I'm actually having a good time with it, and I can't believe it, because even when I first saw this game in crowdsourcing, I thought it was going to come out and just be a joke. Now, one thing I noticed is if you start a new game on the account, there's only one save slot from what I could tell. So I went to new game. It asked if I wanted to then erase my old save, so I just made a new account on the Switch to kind of start over without erasing it. Now, they make jokes about themselves, kind of fourth wall breaking a lot. I just drop kicked him. So like fourth wall breaking a lot. So for example, the reason our buddy cannot fight is because the Indiegogo did not raise, their words, did not raise enough money for that character to have attack animations. And you're going to see soon, I might even just leave that just because I think you guys will see it soon. The way you get your health back is pretty funny. It's a little callback to Shaq's real life, essentially, now. Wow, okay, I just suplexed that guy. So you have, like this, those slow down moves. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. I'm out of the way. Oh, out of the way. So they throw these little things in now and then, like rockets falling out of the sky, for example. There we go, got them. You get weapons, and what was cool was when you get a weapon, which we should run into that soon, it has a callback to like Turtles in Time, where you hit the people, and they actually hit the screen. If you remember Turtles in Time, you could do that, and you actually need to do that for a certain boss, which was awesome. Someone slipped off the Jenny Craig wagon, there you go. I have to use, okay, I have to use his like foot attack against these guys. So you can knock their shield off, you do a bunch of damage. So they do have a lot of those kind of like different enemies, for example, in the game that you need to use different ways to beat them. You saw where we had the girl demon-looking thing where we had to shoulder charge into them. We have this guy that we have to use our boot on. You have like a roll if you need to get out of the way. Oh, let me get him. There we go. And then we're going to run into an ability where we can actually like smash into the ground. It's like one of those moves that kind of clears the stage a bit. We'll actually get that pretty soon as well. And this is, like I said, just the first level. It's basically the tutorial level. So you're playing through this, and it just gives you all your abilities and tells you how to beat everyone up. So we have, like I said, our rolls there. And let me see if we get to refill our health soon. I hope we do, because that was one of the funnier things. Okay, so here you go. The way you refill your health in the game, you use Icy Hot. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's clever, to do that. That's funny. So 100% health after taking the Icy Hot. There's a point later on where your master, even the guy that was running around with me, he says that he gets paid every time he says Gold Bond, and Shaq's like, why do you keep saying Gold Bond? He just says it like 50 times in a row. So here's my ground pound that is kind of like not quite screen clearing, but it definitely hits everyone around you. It's a nice little area effect. And that yellow bar at the top that's underneath my health bar, and as you can see Shaq there, is kind of a meter that pulls from. So you need to build that up with combos, and then you can have a nice little area effect attack. So you store, by grabbing blue balls, you store energy that way. And there we go. You end up fighting, you end up just beating up a lot of guys. It's like an old school beat 'em up, right? They're not doing anything fancy with the beat 'em up genre at all. Nothing crazy. I don't even think you upgrade anything from what I've seen. You kind of just go through, you beat stuff up, and that's pretty much the extent of the game. But they have fun with it, which is actually, I'm pretty happy with it. Now, would I pay $40 for this game as it seems to be at like a Best Buy for a physical copy? Probably not. Now, $30 on the PS4, the Xbox One, that's a little, that might be a little easier to swallow. For example, if you go to like a Best Buy or Walmart or something, buy it. But if like I said, if you bought NBA Playgrounds, you technically already have this game on the Switch. So I do think it's worth installing and playing it if that's the case. And honestly, on other systems, I can see this going on sale kind of quick, to be honest. I don't know if this is going to be a full price game for a while. So if you're curious about it and you don't want to spend all the like $30 on it, probably hang out and it'll probably drop in price, to be completely honest. This isn't a game that's going to probably hold its value. It's not a collector's item. It just doesn't have that following like that. So I would hold out if you're not sure, but I would download it otherwise on the Switch if you have that option. So we're going through here, and I believe this is like the first sub-boss kind of. They have these little movies too, which is pretty funny because they're actually animated okay, like the art's pretty funny and everything, and they just have these ridiculous characters that they introduce. And so we're gonna mess this guy up with Shaq. He turns into this crazy demon-looking thing, of course, and it's up to us to stop him. So there we go. And what was his name? Frizzle. So we're gonna mess up Frizzle. And of course you can dodge, so I can kind of roll out of the way if I need to. Roll out of the way. And it's a pretty straight. This boss battle is pretty straightforward. Merry-go-round. So he said to get out of the way of him. And his health bar's there at the top. We're just going to work right through him pretty easily. We're just going to keep beating him up. And he doesn't even do that much damage to me, actually. So I can... Yeah, so we... Not used to fighting a dude, so you just slap him. And while he's down, you can kind of do some damage to him. So So you kind of build up the, really just keep doing damage, and he'll get to that point where he just gets dizzy, and then you smack him some. Oh, okay. Trying to get out of the way. There we go. And there we go. So I can get him now. Oh, man. I did notice that there are actually a lot of sub-bosses, and then there is like a main boss that you fight. So you're going to run into that. You're going to have sub-bosses, and then you'll have like one big bad to fight at the end. Oh, okay. And yeah, again, it's the formula is nothing crazy, right? This is all stuff we've seen before. It's nothing that that like is revolutionary or anything. But honestly, for what I was expecting this game to be, I'm a little surprised. I really thought this game was just going to be absolutely terrible, and it's honestly not that bad. It is a competent beat-em-up game, is what I'll say. Okay, it's not like the best game ever or anything. Let me skip that movie, and we'll go to, I think, because I want to get the part where you get weapons, because when you get the weapon and you start seeing kind of what I'm talking about, so you have all these things you can beat up and get, you know, health and high score and everything. There's Icy Hot, so I'm back to normal again. 100% Icy Hot, yes. When I start getting weapons, I want to get that. Okay, good, here we go. Weapon, boom. I'm going to take that. There we go. And when you start hitting people, you can knock them into the screen, and I kind of want to do that, because once I did that, I was like, that's from Turtles in Time. All right, that's pretty awesome. Oh. There we go. So you see how you hit them into the screen like that? I saw it, and I was like, that is definitely a Turtles in Time callback there. That's awesome. Thought that was great. So yeah, you get weapons. They have a couple different ones and everything, and they make you very powerful. Seriously, when you have like these blades, you do a lot of damage to bosses and everyone. You just mess everybody up. But yeah, this is Shaq Fu. It's out on everything. I think Switch, PC, Xbox One, PS4. It ranges in pricing, but again, if you had bought NBA Playgrounds on the Switch, you technically already own it, because it just shows up as free in the eShop. Otherwise, you guys will have to decide if this is something you'd want to buy on the other systems. Because it doesn't like set the beat-em-up world on fire or anything with new ideas or concepts, but it is a solid beat-em-up game, and it doesn't take itself seriously. It has fun, it messes around, and it's, you know what? It's definitely better than the Super Nintendo version. I can absolutely confirm that. Let me know what you guys think about Shaq Fu if you've already been playing it, or maybe you're seeing it here and you're honestly a little surprised after seeing what I guess the Kickstarter or Indiegogo was, and really how they handled NBA Playgrounds. Were you a little concerned about this being an actual, like, you know, game? Let me know, guys, down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit the like button. Really helps out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.